Welcome everyone. Today with Dr. Rajula. More than 10 years of success here in Dubai. Follow us.
Oh, I have been told that Dubai is a land of dreams. It's a land of opportunities, endless opportunities. I've been told that this is where the magic happens. And I was not disappointed because when I came, they said that whatever it is, your family, your profession, you can excel. Whether you're a male, you're a female, there is absolutely no barrier because that's the wonderful visionary leadership of UAE. It gives equal balance to women and men. I'm able to do it because it's so open and there is so much opportunities for men and women alike. I mean, the land is blessed.
Welcome everyone with your program Peers of Union, who invade the most successful story and person here in UAE. Today from Dubai City with Dr. Rajula Sajan. Doctor, welcome.
Welcome. Thank you to your team. Welcome to everyone.
We are so happy to meet you today.
I'm glad you made it.
So today we will talk about you and about your experience in UAE, maybe more than 10 years in this beautiful country. So a good story with you today, but from the beginning, we need to know more details about you and to present you for everyone.
I have been from India, born and brought up in India. I'm from a metropolitan city, Mumbai. So I've done my dentistry from Nasik. I've come here and marriage brought me to this lovely, lovely opportunist place. This has been the very beauty because in the very first year, my husband, who was the brainchild of this clinic, he was the one who brought the idea that it's time we venture into starting the place. But the confidence to start something, a venture by yourself in the very first year of practice, that was something which was very shocking to me because I was new to UAE at that time. And the country gives you the confidence. The country gives you the pride. The country gives you the permissions, the protocols, and everything is so well set that you're not alone. You're never alone in UAE. Everything is streamlined. You just have to follow. You have to follow the routine. You have to follow the protocols. And it is so beautifully aligned that they want you to excel. They want you to follow and they want you to do something good for yourself and for the country. And when you have the intention which is right, it just flows in place. And so from the start in 2015, I never had a setback, I never had to think that, how is it, what is it? It just went like a flow, it just went purely like a flow. So it was a beautiful journey so far.
From Mumbai to Dubai. This is the story today. When we talk about the doctor, it's not just a dream for the person, it's a dream for a family.
Yes.
When we start your life, when you choose your decision to be a doctor, who supports you for this one?
My parents, because they say, I am very fond of a lot of quotes. So there is a very beautiful person, Matthew Jacobson. He's put a very beautiful quote. If a person or a child has belief in himself or herself, the belief first comes from the parents. It starts from there. They had the belief that I saw in myself that I could be a doctor. And I chose dentistry from there on. And then I never looked back. And I wanted to, my intention is to give happy smiles. My intention is not to give forced smiles. My intention is not to do something where the patient will come and tell me, doctor, I want to do this. No, that's not my part as a doctor. I listen to them. I give them the time to tell me what they came for. Once I listen, then I check them. Then I tell them what is possible, what is not possible, what you should do, what you should not do. And I give them an explanation why I am refusing a treatment, why it will make you my patient all your life. Why would you want to do that? You want to be free. You want to do and have a healthy, happy smile. That's the way I treat patients, and that's the trust that I build with my patients, because they know that if they come to me, they will get a treatment which they need. They will not get a treatment which they wanted, or something which would have made them my patient all their life without requirement. Sorry.
When you talk about the medical system in Dubai today, from your vision, how you see this medical system, the support from the government to have this good quality of service?
I will be speaking the whole day for that if you want. The first and most important for the medical facility here is Dubai Health Authority. They have such a beautiful system that is going on. By nature, I am a person who is very principled, who follows the rules and regulations, and I can be every person's irritation. I follow it to the tilt, because we are in a field where I am doing dentistry. I am putting things in a patient's mouth. It stays in your mouth forever. So without discipline, I am not going to be a success. Without knowing what I am putting, it cannot be a success. Without giving a safe atmosphere to my patient, it's not going to be a success. I mean, you can do it for some time, but it is going to come back at you. Dubai Health Authority has such a beautiful infrastructure. They have everything outlined. It's like they have been there for decades. You have PDFs. I love to read. They have PDFs for every step. You want to start a clinic, they have PDFs for the outcare facility guidelines. You have to take the interviews for staff. They have guidelines, PQR. That means they have the guidelines for professional qualifications. So you have absolutely a library of books to know what you can do, what you should do, and what you should not do. You just have to respect the rules and regulations. You have to respect the protocols, and they have everything lined out. For me, that's why I'm in love with Dubai Health Authority, and I followed every rule that is there, and it comes very easily because in India, I have worked for 10 years in an ISO certified clinic, and it was a clinic which was established in 1962, 2nd October 1962. Since it was ISO certified, the rules and regulations got inculcated in me from that time onwards. From when I passed out, I joined there. When I came here, we had so much rules and regulations. It was not difficult for me because I've already done it for the last 10 years of my life. Then the next 8 years was not difficult. It was just something I was following ahead, and that's why I like to follow the rules and regulations.
Before 7 years, you decided to mix it, the profile of a doctor with the profile of a businesswoman, with this project, with this clinic. How you start this idea? From where also to this idea to open your private business?
I had 1 year practice in a clinic before I started this, because I wanted to know, as a doctor, when you invest yourself as a business lady or you start up a setup, you become an investor. You have to know the crowd, you have to know what comes with the territory. So the first year where I worked, I understood the rules and regulations. It is like, everything is lined out, everything is there. I understood the entire infrastructure, what is required, what is not required. That gave me the push. And they say, they say that behind every successful man, there is a very wise woman. Behind me, there is my husband. He's the one who said that it is time that we start our own place, and that's how in the holy month of Ramadan in 2015 we started dental care clinic, and now again in the holy month of Ramadan 2023 we have taken up into a better, bigger location to give our patients even more better. That means a holistic approach within one clinic with many doctors, just not like, you know, one treatment here, one treatment somewhere else. I'm trying to bring all specialties under one roof, so my patients can get everything without moving out.
Yeah, sure, we're talking more details about dental care clinic today, but there are some point of competition. It's a healthy competition on this side. What you do to be in this level today in Dubai?
It is. Now, for example, in Dubai itself, there's a lot of practices which is going on, and there are 60% are healthy practices, because Dubai Health Authority really keeps a good tab on how we maintain. But there are both kind of practices everywhere. Let's not talk about the other part. Let's talk about the healthy, where I come in. So what I do basically differently is that first, when a patient comes to me, I listen to the patient, because if you see, every doctor will find his diagnosis from the patient, because ultimately the patient is the one who's having the issue. So if you ask and listen to the patient, he will say his problem actually, and we will be able to diagnose it even before we check into the mouth. And then when I check, I will do my assessment, I will take some diagnostic help, and then I will tell the patient what can be done, how it can be done, and which options are there and which is good for you. Once the patient understands absolutely nicely what has to be done, then the patient makes a choice, and then we start the treatment. In this way, I rule out what is the most important part. I've always believed dentistry is fear of the unknown. See, when you sit on the dental chair, you open your mouth. You have no idea what the doctor is doing to you. Yeah. If the doctor doesn't tell you what she is doing, imagine your mind, you have a flash show of everything that bad that can happen. What on the other hand, if I told you exactly what is wrong with you, I show you in intraoral camera, I show you the diagnostic x-rays, I tell you exactly with models what I am doing, why I am doing, what I'm using, how I'm using, you know exactly what I'm going to do. You get the confidence that the doctor knows what she's doing. I'm going to be in good hands. That's what I want for the patient, because my motto in life is, I want to treat my patients like how I would be treated if I am on the chair. Then life is easy. That's what I have followed all my life, and that's what makes my patients become my family once they come to me.
We will talk also about your relation with the patient. Yes. Is very different. Yes. Today with you. But about the clinic, you have a good team also. You have a special skills in this person that you choose it, and a good strategy. Yes. How you do it, doctor?
It's very simple. Whenever I'm selecting a doctor, or whenever I'm selecting, every staff matters. Like if I'm selecting a receptionist, if I'm selecting a nurse, my interview will not be what salary you want, or whether I'm going to do the paperwork for you. That is not my strategy. I will be doing it for you. My strategy is, how is the person? Is the person going to be able to give the patient the pleasantries that I give? If the person is going to be able to give assurance to the patient, because if the doctor is nice and I'm polite and I'm taking care of the patient, I basically pamper the patient, because I want the pain equation to be taken out. I want the unknown factor, fear, to be taken out of the equation. But if my team does not respect that, then I am no good. So when I select a particular team in the interview, I'm basically seeing if that person is human. That means that person is in touch with the human side of you. Will the person be able to respect what I am respecting in the patient? Because my patient is trusting me with his mouth, which is the most valuable asset in that body. So if I am able to respect and I'm going to give that, my staff should be able to give it. Yeah. And in the same way, when I select a doctor, I select the doctor on their capacity to understand the diagnosis like I understand, whether they will respect the patient. Now, if a patient says that he wants a particular treatment, but the patient may not know whether it is good or bad. The patient will only come to you because it is a fashion. Maybe the patient has a very good set of teeth. Maybe the enamel is beautiful. I will not ruin the enamel for anything in the world. A patient can put a gun on my head and I will not do it. I would tell him, I would give him an answer. I would not say, no, I will not do it. I will give him a lecture or an answer to tell why he should not destroy his enamel, because that is the costliest, precious asset that he has in his life. If he destroys it once, there is no coming back to it. So that's how I deal with patients. That's how I select my staff. And when I train them, it's not just one selection. We have a continuous training every week. They are continuously being evaluated on how they dealt with certain patients or how they could have made it better. The messages that they send patients are in which order, that way.
Today when we talk about dental care clinic, we talk about very much service and different service, and you use the technology and the high technology in this service. So will give us more details about what you're doing exactly and which technology you use it.
Correct. In my case, we start with diagnosis. Like when we diagnose a patient, we use the intraoral cameras, which lets the patient see what I am seeing on the chair itself. So he or she has a direct vision for that. We have diagnostic aids in X-ray systems and vast diagnostic measures. Then we have the treatment modalities. We have equipments for every procedure, which is different. We have the fiber optic scaling, which lets us see for a simple procedure like scaling, polishing, we have fiber optics. So we are able to see what is left, what is not left more clearly. And there is a beauty in endodontics. We have the endomotors, we have the apex locators, we have all the advances that a general dentistry requires. And we have the vision for the future already set, because we have taken the expansion in mind. So we will be bringing specialty doctors under. With that, we will bring the CBCT machines, the intraoral scanners, and all the advances that we require step by step. So my patient gets everything under one roof.
Today we will talk about the word success from your side after all this years of experience. What means the success?
Success for me is a journey. For me, it's a journey, it's a discipline. Like for example, if I am telling it is respecting everything, you have to respect the land for giving you the opportunity. You have to respect the protocols, because discipline is the quintessence of a successful life. And success is as many happy patients who are busy referring me to their friends and family without even asking me. They're just referring because they are so happy finding a dentist who is like family, whom they can trust. They can trust with their children, they can trust with themselves, they can trust their friends, they can trust their parents, they can trust their grandparents. That, by God's grace, is what I define as success.
For who you want to say thank you?
From the grassroots level, I'll start with my parents, because they are the essence of who I am, what I am. It is their belief and their upbringing that I am where I am right now. Then my husband, to give me the opportunity to come in this beautiful, blessed land, Dubai. And from there on, my family, my friends, my staff, who are the backbone of my association, because without a very strong staff, I will not be where I am, because a teamwork is the best work. And most importantly, if I am given the opportunity, I have to thank the visionaries of this land, more importantly. I would say that there is absolutely no ambitious, visionaries, trailblazers who are there in this land. Most importantly, first I would like to extend my Ramadan greetings to the legendary His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum and His Highness Sheikh Hamdan bin Rashid Al Maktoum for their legendary work that they do to make this a safe, secure, and a united, tolerant country, which is equal to all. There is absolutely no discrimination. This is one land where you will see absolutely every nationality, and you never ask which nationality you are. This is the only land. This is the only land where you will never ask, where are you from? You work as humans. You ask the name, you start your work. You will not ask from where you are, your religion. No. This is the land we start work. This is a land we make friendships. This is a land we grow together. This is that beautiful land. And this is the land I call my home now.
Dr. Rajula, today you are example for many person, the new generation, many women, that they have this dream today to be like you with all this success. So from your side, what's the motivation message or the advice they can send it for him?
I will. Now, I would say that anyone and everyone who has the dream, especially for young talents or especially for people who have already established themselves elsewhere, this is the land. This is the land with bountiful abundance of opportunities that you can have. You can invest, you can progress, you can flourish without any drawbacks. You have nothing behind you. You just come here, you just respect the land, you respect the protocols, you respect the abundance of opportunities the land gives you, because this is the smartest city in the world. It is in an era where there is such a progressive country that you have only growth, and you can see only growth, and it is already planned for generations ahead. So this is a country I call home, and this is going to be your home too. UAE welcomes everyone. Welcome.
Today UAE is like your home, you said this one, or your family, your stability, your business here in this country. So from your side, some words from heart to heart for the leaders of UAE.
It's going to be very less. I would like to write pages for them. I would say that it is my honor that I'm given this beautiful platform to thank the legendary visionaries of UAE. I would extend first with heartiest Ramadan greetings to the royal family, with due respect to His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum and His Highness Sheikh Hamdan bin Rashid Al Maktoum for this visionary work that they do, trailblazing our country, our city into the best in the world, to make it a united, a solidaire. It's the vision of creating the best, smartest city in the world in any era. This is going to be the place. This is going to be the country. And the vision from this legendary leader, the Promethean His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, he is the one. He is the one who will take our city across the globe as the smartest, safest city, most progressive and united, most tolerant, the safest for anyone who is planning to venture into this land. If you want your family, you want your profession, you want to excel as a human being, I think this is the place. This is the country, this is the city I call my home. I call this the safest place on earth, and I would say when I call this my home, it can be your home too, because UAE is the land of bountiful opportunities. Make it yours. UAE welcomes everyone. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Doctor. We are so happy to meet you today, like a great example of doctor and a great example of businesswoman also here in this country. Wish you all the best.
Thank you so much, my dear. Thank you so much for the opportunity, and thank you to your team for giving me this opportunity and coming from your busy schedule to my humble clinic.
Thank you so much, everyone. See you next week with Pearls of Union program. Bye-bye.